What is going on with promotion? Trying to start my life from getting promotion. I go to men of be familiar. We told the gun to run, but while the fighting can see me, now make the way for them to come.
Hey, football fans, let's recognize they are on the same team in the stands, alright? The Reggae Boys are on the same team in the stands.
Fighting can see me, now make the way for them to come. Marching up down to only for some. You say hand me the fire, why? Time man now, let it smoking out, John. When the evening has to watch it, put your back and I stay down. Meditation is good for one and all. When the topic in all of them come.
Number 3.
Is it fried over in there?
How about the sound? Yeah, about the sound.
It is a chance to go ahead and go above Ramona. And Ramona with a chance to be just 2 points behind Barbican. This is the second match of the KSAFA Super League doubleheader. My name is Christopher Scott. And this is Island Sports Network, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and of course the website islandsports.net and the app Island Sports Network. And we're off and running here. It's Molynes United, and they're facing off against Real Mona. And just to read the lineups for you. First for Molynes United, we see Kevin Lewis, he's in goal, then Damian Thomas, Jermaine Reed, Akeem Stewart, Keith Wright, Tyreek Sutherland, Tyreek Wilson, Sergina Frankson, Otis Friend, Ryan Brown, and Fakibe Farkason. And then on the bench, Creek Williams, Peter Green, Ralph Green, Ronaldo Smith, Thorne Buchanan, Patrick Seclude, and of course, Rain Ferguson. And Seclude, a schoolboy football standout as well. He's now in the bench, on the bench for Molynes United. Normally starts for Molynes United. And now for Real Mona, Kendrick Pianite is in goal, then Desmond Watson, Andrew Pedler, as we see a ball struck here. And Desmond Watson takes care of business. And then Shea Bogle brings that further. Too much in the end. Then we have George Pinnock, Shea Bogle, Ryan Reed, Mitch Wright, Matthew Bell, then Michael Allen, Wayne Williams, and Nicholas Walker. And then on the bench, it's actually Mitch Wright that starts instead of Ryan Reed. Ryan Reed is on the bench. Then we have Jordan Moses, of course, Duncan McKenzie, Adam Beek, Hillary Ray, Newton Oxford, Gamoy Sibbles, Joshua Campbell, Damian Anderson, and Kamoy Phillips. And that is the lineup for both Real Mona and Molynes United. Ball sent forward now. Try to latch on is Mitch Wright. Wright on the ball now. He's being challenged. That goes into touch, and it will be a throw. Taken quickly now for Molynes United. And just couldn't latch on to that one, Sergina Frankson. So goes into touch, but still a throw and possession for Molynes United. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. A chance now for Molynes United. Acrobatic shot, but straight into the keeper's hands. Kendrick Pianite. Free kick for Real Mona. Ball sent across quickly for Andrew Pedler. Pedler on the ball now, sends it forward. And that ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw to Molynes United. In the first match that just concluded, Constant Spring, they get another result. And even though they got a result that wasn't a defeat, they are out of playoff contention. Ball sent across now for Stewart. Stewart looking for a pass and finds it. Turning, finding Otis Friend. Otis Friend sings that one across. And only just. Wayne Williams now on the ball for Real Mona. He's being challenged. And it is, in fact, a throw for Molynes United. Referee says an offside call, and it will be a free kick for Real Mona. So, Molynes United, they're on 11 points. Real Mona on 13. And Molynes United currently in 4th And the Medforce currently in second as we see a yellow card brandished. And it will be Otis Friend of Molynes United that gets the yellow card, the first of the contest. Free kick for Ramona. So currently Ramona is in third, Molynes United in fourth. Ball now intercepted. And Ryan Brown sends it across. Otis Friend, an opportunity. And tried to chip the keeper, Kenry Pianite. Instead, straight into the gloves of the keeper. And that ball goes into touch and it will be a throw for Constant Spring. Send back. Wayne Williams now on the ball. So Wayne Williams sends that across for Shea Bogle. Bogle, he's taken off the ball pretty quickly. Sutherland sends that ball across for Stewart. Akeem Stewart on the ball now looking for a pass. Finds Ryan Brown. Brown slips. Allen latches on and sends that one across. Akeem Stewart now. Keith Wright sends that one up for Ryan Brown, who sends it across, trying to find Otis Friend, intercepted by Wayne Williams. Unable to latch on, Damian Anderson. Akeem Stewart now on the ball. And he's fouled. Take it quickly. Akeem Stewart. Ball sent into touch. And there will be a free kick, as it is in fact a foul. The referee just informing the player that he did clip him. And nowadays with Wayne Williams sends that one back for Pedler. Andrew Pedler trying to find Shea Bogle and does. That's not a bad ball in the end. And the drifting for too much. Latched on but didn't latch on properly, so that one goes into touch and it will be a throw for Molynes United. Headed on by Otis Friend. Taken by Wayne Williams. Now it's with Molynes United once more. Ball sent forward. Intercepted now. Opportunity now. And gobbled up. Pedler sends it to Bogle. Back to Andrew Pedler. Pedler on the ball. Turns and finds Matthew Allen. Allen on the ball. Decides to send it to Walker. And they lose it, however. Ryan Brown now on the ball. Trying to send it forward for Keith Wright. Straight into the gloves of Kenry Pianite. And Pianite just sending his players forward. And now Mitch Wright surges forward for Ramona and a shot. Velocity slowed down. And the defender puts that one behind and it will be a corner for Ramona. The first of the contest. And in case you're wondering, the other schoolboy standout, Jordan Petrikin, he's not actually in this contest. He's replaced by Mitch Wright. And Shea Bogle is caught offside. So it will be a free kick for Molynes United. And we'll just try to get word on the reason as to why Jordan Petrikin has not even been mentioned on the bench for Ramona. So Jordan Petrikin, he's been replaced by Mitch Wright. And the defender there, Jermaine Reed, sends that one into touch, and it will be a throw for Ramona. Will go for a long throw, and he does. Ball inside the 18-yard box, and there was a little of an appeal. Keith Wright shields the player successfully off the ball, and there's some level of discomfort for the Molynes United player. Molynes United in possession, loses it. Wayne Williams. Martin Bell sends that one across for Shea Bogle. Bogle on the ball now, turns, finds Bell once more, or tried to find Bell once more. Defensive work there by Molynes United. That one going to touch, and it will be a throw. Just to give you some news, we spoke to the management staff and the coaching staff. They said that there was a family emergency for Petrikin, and that's the reason why he was unable to make it today. That's why he's not playing today. So that is why he wasn't mentioned on the bench either, as well as the starting 11. He's normally on the starting 11. And as I said before, Mitch Wright replaced him in the starting 11. Normally he's on the bench, so that's the reason why he is not playing. It's an offside call. So free kick for Ramona. And as I said before, if it stays like this, Ramona, they will go on 14 points. So Ramona would still be in second place because Medforest and Constant Spring, they drew today, so Medforest will still be, they're still in fourth place at the moment, or they actually are in third place. So because they drew today, they're on 12 points, and Ramona stays in second with 13 points, and Molynes United drifts to third with 11. So if Molynes United draws this match with Ramona, then they go back into third place, where they were initially before this doubleheader started, as we get ready for the playoffs. And as I said, it's not a two-leg like Red Stripe Premier League. Unlike the Red Stripe Premier League, it only has one leg. So one match will be played, and if you lose, that's it. You'll be knocked out And don't forget, quarter-final action for the Red Stripe Premier League, doubleheader at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex. It will be UA versus Mount Pleasant. And then Cavaliers, they're facing off against Arnett. Pedler sends that one over to Shea Bogle, to Wayne Williams, who sends it over to Shea Bogle. Matthew Bell leaves it for Shea Bogle. And the referee says it's a foul committed, so it will be a free kick for Ramona. And also, normally Jordan Moses would be on the field. Normally the captain. Now an opportunity. And the man Damian Anderson couldn't latch on to that one properly. And if he got that one under control, he left the defenders for dead, to be honest. If he got that one under control, then it would have been lights out. At least the first goal probably would have been in the contest through Damian Anderson. But it isn't. And there was a foul by Andrew Pedler, so it will be a free kick for Molynes United. Please remember that the quarterfinals, the playoffs, start on the website exclusively. We'll not be streaming it on YouTube or on Facebook. It will be on the website only and the mobile app. And it's Island Sports Network for the mobile app, islandsports.net for the website. It's $500 Jamaican dollars per month. Work that out, it's going to be $6,000 for the year. Headed on, collected by the goalkeeper Lewis. Sends that one out, trying to find Ryan Brown. And it is Med Forrest still. Otis Friend now on the ball. Tackled by Matthew Allen, Michael Allen. So that one goes into touch and it will be a throw. Stewart sends that one up. And Sutherland sends that one further. And Watson will try to clear things, and he does clear his lines. And that one goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. So Ramona will be looking to prepare themselves for the playoffs as well as many others. And just let me know in the comments section, who do you think is going to come out to challenge to be promoted to Red Stripe Premier League. And that ball chipped forward right into the hands of Kenry Pianite. And there's a player down on the field. That's Fakibi Farquharson. And the medical staff is now there, but quickly now coming off for Molynes United. Fakibi Farkinson is okay. Wayne Williams sends that ball forward, intercepted, and it's a handled ball, so it will be a free kick for Ramona. Wayne Williams takes this one, sends that one inside the 18-yard box, trying to find Mitch Wright, but straight into the hands of Kevin Lewis. Tariq Wilson sends that ball forward, only to the chest of Desmond Watson, who sends that forward for Shea Bogle. Bogle on the ball now. It's Wayne Williams to Shea Bogle, and trying to send that ball forward. And that one goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Ramona. Don't forget, tomorrow it will be Mount Pleasant facing off against UA, and Arnett Gardens facing off against Cavaliers at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, exclusively on the website and the mobile app. Island Sports Network, the mobile app, and Island Sports Net, islandsports.net for the website. It's $500 Jamaican for the month. And you get all the action in the Red Stripe Premier League playoffs, as we see Akeem Stewart gathering the ball for Molynes United. And the ball swung across, or attempted to be swung across, and the referee points to the corner flag, so it will be a corner for Molynes United. Still with Keith Wright of Molynes United. Still Keith Wright sends that one inside. Defensive work there by Ramona. And Mitch Wright trying to latch on to that one. Tyreek Sutherland sends that one back for Jermaine Reed. Jermaine Reed chips that ball forward, trying to find Ryan Brown. And I saw a clear-handed ball there by Ryan Brown, but the referee didn't see. So he says play on. Mitch Wright. And Walker sends that ball across for Wayne Williams, sends that ball forward and trying to find Matthew Bell. And Lewis does some defensive work as a goalkeeper, turning nicely is Keith Wright. Wright sends that ball across for Otis Friend. Friend on the ball, sends that ball back to Keith Wright, or tried to. Desmond Watson gobbles that one up, and the defender sent it forward. Now it's with Wayne Williams. Williams on the ball now for Ramona. Sends that ball up for Andrew Pedler. Pedler surging forward, sends that one further up to Shea Bogle. Bogle is being challenged, and he is fouled, so it will be a free kick for Ramona. Some sort of sequence for the blue and white team. So opportunity now for Ramona to take the lead. Just 24 minutes gone in this contest. So 21 minutes left in the first half. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. Not dealt with properly, but now gobbled up by Kevin Lewis. Sending that ball forward. Headed out by Michael Allen. And now Mitch Wright will try to chase, but the goalkeeper saw it all the way. And Fakibi Farkinson couldn't keep that one on the wraps. Defensive work there by Michael Allen. That one going to touch, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. Throw will be taken by Thomas. Fakibi Ferguson, or Frankson actually. And now it is with Keith Wright. Keem Stewart tried to latch on to that one. Last touch by Shea Bogle. It goes into touch and it will be a throw for Molynes United. Take it quickly. Keith Wright sends that one inside. And unable to find no one in a black shirt. And still Kendrick Pianite. Danger for Ramona, but if they keep that one on the wraps momentarily. Ryan Brown challenges. Sends that one back for Pedler. And the referee signals to a corner. That was some good pressure applied by Molynes United. Now has an opportunity to go ahead in this matchup. It's actually a throw, the referee says. So he reverses his decision. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, headed on, but collected by Pianite.
Not quite. You want more.
Ramona sends that one inside. Now it's Wayne. Now it's Matthew Bell. He can search forward. And Mitch Wright. And that's the first goal of the contest. Mitch Wright puts Ramona ahead. The ball was struck initially by Matthew Bell. And it was blocked. And then Mitch Wright pounced. And it says thank you very much. Served on a silver platter for him. As we see the bench players congratulating the goal scorer. And the president, they're loving it. Mr. Moses. But Mitch Wright, the goal scorer. And he puts Ramona ahead. So it is Ramona 1, Molynes United 0. Ball sent across now for Frankson. Sergio Frankson, the skipper. He's being hounded. The referee says no foul. And the ball sent forward. Challenged. Akeem Stewart. Still Stewart. Now it's Frankson. Frankson on the ball. He will try to swing this one inside, and he does. And a shot. Oh, wide of the target. Tried to go for the acrobatic finish. And I tell you, what a goal it would have been had it found the back of the net. That was a good strike of the ball. Went for one mutter like scissors kick. That was not a bad sequence in the end for Molynes United. Frankson took control of that ball from Akeem Stewart, and a ball sent across, and it was him alone. And it went wide of the target. Desmond Watson now. Defender who's, stepped over twice, and that was a Ramona cross. And the referee says it's a foul by Mitch Wright. Ball taken quickly, Ryan Brown. It's actually Tyreek Sutherland. Sutherland on the ball now for Molynes United. And the referee says it's a foul committed. So it will be a free kick for Molynes United. That free kick was deflected, and it will be a corner for Molynes United, as the referee requesting a ball. So now an opportunity to get a straight equalizer. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. And now Michael Allen. Allen on the ball now, sends it forward from its right. Ryan Brown. That one sent it to touch. And it will be a throw for Molynes United. Fakibi Farquharson sends that one across. Fakibi Farquharson receives the ball again. Tries to get by the Ramona player. It is a foul. It will be Ramona's free kick. Michael Allen to take this free kick. And I'd like to know as well in the comment section, what do you think about the inclusion with a lot of these schoolboy football players? The likes of Shantamoy Taylor, likes of Lamar Walker. As we see a ball swung inside the 18-yard box, and Desmond Anderson tried to latch on to that one, as Lewis couldn't deal with that one properly. The likes of Emilia Rousseau, the ones who have actually gone on the Digicel Foundation Kickstart program, where Stoke City requires their skill set for about 10 days. And who knows, maybe another player could be signed. We see a couple of schoolboy football players signed. Nikhil Daly signed to a USL team on a 4-year deal. We know Jamai Toby was a former standout. He signed for Bethlehem. And maybe there's another signature by a schoolboy football to be placed on a contract. So we'd just like to know in the comment section, what do you think about the use of a lot of these schoolboy football players, both in KSAFA Super, the different leagues, the lower divisions, as well as the Premier Division, the Red Stripe Premier League. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section, and don't forget, tomorrow Red Stripe Premier League action exclusively, guys, exclusively on the website and the mobile app. It will be U8, they face off against Mount Pleasant, and Arnett Gardens, they're facing off against Cavaliers. Both matches will be played at the Anthony Spalding Sports Complex, and should be two exciting encounters as we kick off the playoffs. So just in case if you're wondering where it will be streamed, it will be streamed on the website and the mobile app. We've been saying this for about a week and a half now, because even the last match of the season, match day 33, was actually streamed on the website and the mobile app as well. So playoffs exclusively on the website and the mobile app. But don't worry, guys, all is not lost. KSAFA Super League would still be on YouTube, Facebook as well, so you can enjoy your Friday and Saturday nights. Weekends will be enjoyable via YouTube streaming, courtesy of none other than Island Sports Network. But just to note that we will be streaming the playoffs exclusively on the website and the mobile app. Damian Thomas. There's a player down on the field. It seems to be Desmond Watson. So we have the under 17 Reggae Boys here, and we will be getting word from the head coach, Hopton Gilchrist, at halftime. So you can throw up your Jamaican flags in the comment section. Even if you're living in another country, you can throw up your Jamaican flags to represent your home country, the land of wood and water. And it is so very true, Leighton Lock. It is good for the youngsters so they can get some experience and make an easier transition to the senior type of football. And they haven't been doing bad ever since. Lamar Walker was on the bench for Portmore United last season, actually starts for them this season. Emilia Rousseau starts for Portmore United as well this season. And there have been some good standouts. Tyreek McGee played for Harborview. And the list goes on. Here in the KSAFA Super League, we saw the likes of Shantamoy Taylor, Jordan Petrikin, Shaquille Bradford, Ronaldo Edwards, even in the Red Stripe Premier League, Ronaldo Webster. At one point, Nikhil Daly was playing for Cavaliers. So it has been quite some ride for the youngsters. And that is a foul committed by Matthew Bell. Take it quickly. Damian Thomas now on the ball for Molynes United. Sends that ball forward, trying to find Keith Wright. Intercepted by Pedler. Pedler surging forward, using his speed. Now it's with Bogle. Bogle sends that one for Damian Anderson. Anderson on the ball now, trying to find a pass. Tried trickery. It is intercepted. Tariq Sutherland now drifts inside the center circle. Sends that one across to Frankson. Sergio Frankson sends that ball forward for Ryan Brown. His ball intercepted. Sends that one across. Wayne Williams sends it further across. Finding Andrew Pedler once more. Forward now for Matthew Bell. Now with Andrew Pedler again. Ball swung across, trying to find the goal scorer, Mitch Wright. He does. And that's a foul. That foul committed by Akeem Stewart, so it will be a free kick for Ramona. And he goes for goal himself. And that will be a goal kick for Molynes United. And we just want to say thank you as well, Leighton Luck. We do appreciate the compliment. Just for you guys to see what's going on all over the island. We just want to broadcast as much sports event over the island as possible. And now a challenge there by Otis' friend. Good work to get back the ball. Now it's Fakibi Farquharson, one of the standouts here for Molynes United. He's being challenged by Michael Allen. And he is being tripped by Michael Allen. And it will be a free kick. And the coaching staff is requesting a card to be issued. The referee says no card. Just a foul and a free kick. Opportunity now for Molynes United to get the equalizer. And Ramona wouldn't want to actually draw this game because their goal difference is actually not better. And the referee says a penalty. A foul inside the 18-yard box, and the referee says That is a penalty. Opportunity now for Molynes United to draw level. And now an opportunity for Molynes United to go ahead to actually equalize. And Medforest actually has the same goal difference as Ramona now, because Ramona leading 1-0. So they have a chance to reduce it back to the same goal difference as Medforest. They have to be very careful, because these will be tricky games ahead. 2 games left of the season. This is match day 8 of KSAFA Super League action. For this weekend, it will be match day 8. And 2 more matches left. What will it be? And that is the second goal of the contest, the equalizer for Molynes United. That ball converted by the captain himself, Sergio Frankson. So, penalty converted. And the equalizer for Molynes United. So, it's Molynes United 1, Ramona 1 here at the Constant Spring football field. So, careless defensive work there by Ramona. Was drifting outside the 18-yard box and didn't need to foul the player, and did in the end. And that's the reason why they got the penalty. Ramona called against them. Shea Bogle now on the ball. He loses it to Keith Wright, who sends it back for Akeem Stewart. Sends it forward even more. Otis Friend sends that ball forward for Ryan Brown, but his ball intercepted. And it goes behind, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. He is fouled by Frankson, so it will be a free kick for Ramona. .43 gone in the first half. 2 minutes left. Jostle for possession now. Headed on, and notes with Ryan Brown. High boot there by Andrew Pedler, and it will be another free kick. And he doesn't like that call. An opportunity now for Molynes United to take the lead. The referee says it is in fact a free kick. Opportunity presented. And will they be able to convert? So many players behind this one. As a matter of fact, there are only 2 players that aren't in the play. And those are Akeem Stewart and Jermaine Reed. And then a lot of players surrounding the ball, and we'll see who takes it. So many players surrounding the ball. I would count about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. And interesting it is. And we'll see who will take this one. And normally when you see some serious decisions being made, normally you see that the ball would be converted to the back of the net. So We'll just see if that is the same outcome. And it's actually an indirect free kick. And ball deflected. And the referee says there's no handed ball. So it will be a throw. Take it quickly. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. Headed by Frankson. Danger still not averted. And now just guiding the ball to Pianite. Goal kick. Send that ball long for Mitch Wright. Unable to latch on. Now it's with Tyreek Sutherland. Sutherland twisting and turning. Finds Akeem Stewart. Akeem Stewart now decides to send it over for Damian Thomas. Thomas and Akeem Stewart have been switching wings quite a bit in the first half. And it has worked somewhat, as there was a foul committed. So it will be a free kick for Constant Spring. 1 minute over the 45. Referee checks his watch. Seems to be Desmond Watson that will take this one. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, and an opportunity. Ball turn, and that's into the back of the net again. The second goal for Ramona and the third in the contest overall. And Desmond Anderson saw the opportunity and took it once more. And look at the adulation from his players once more. Falling asleep again was the Molynes United defense, and they were made to pay, and they did. Desmond Anderson puts Ramona ahead again here in KSAFA Super League Zone A action at the Constant Spring football field, and Sergio Frankson does not like it at all. And as we approach the end of the first half, Ramona will be the happier of the two teams. Layla will be happier than Jason Grant. And David Layla prides himself on pressing and pressing and pressing. And he does blow the end of the first half. Signals the end of the first half. Two brilliant goals for Ramona converted, and a penalty converted for Molynes United, and that has been the story of the first half. So at the end of the first half, it is Molynes United 1, Ramona 2. So stay tuned, don't move a muscle. It will be halftime interview.
We are ready.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude, and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.
An opportunity to lead here. Oh, that's a handball. Wow. And the interpretation, Lance, seems to be that the hand prevented the ball from going into the direction of a Waterhouse player. If that is the call, and if that's the reasoning, then it is a penalty.
Well, in rainy conditions, Dumble Holden giving up a penalty.
Howell.
Kenroy Howell, prolific scorer for Waterhouse, has the job.
All right, halftime interviews here, and we have the assistant coach for the under-17 Reggae Boys, Dexter Gilmore. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, thanks.
All right, so you've seen the match here. What do you think about the two teams so far in the first half?
It's an entertaining game. It's played at a good pace. Skill level is very high. You know, I'm impressed at this game. Both teams are playing well, and it's going well. It's entertaining.
Yes, and there's a reason why we wanted to interview you. We've been talking so much about the performance of the schoolboys here in many of the different senior leagues. We see the likes of Shantamoy Taylor, Jordan Petrikin, whose team is actually playing today. What have you thought of the schoolboys and their performances all over the island, whether Red Stripe Premier League or here, KSAFA Super League?
Well, schoolboys are at an age where, you know, they should be looking to play in the Premier League or in the Super League because of the quality. You know, our schoolboys are good quality players. They understand the game. Most of them are getting a good education at their clubs too. So I'm applauding all of them that make it to a Premier League team or a Super League team, and I want to encourage more of them to go out and try for these teams because they are quality players, and these leagues need quality players.
Right. The last question, give us an update on the progression of our under 17 team. We know there are some talented individuals. Just give us an update on their progression here in terms of performance, in terms of fitness, and how they're going forward.
Well, the progression is going well. We've got a very good core of players, and we're still trying to improve the team as much as we can. So every week that we are at camp, we're trying to bring in a couple new players to look at and see if they can or cannot improve the team, right? It's been a struggle for fitness simply because of the way the setup is, right? We have them for half a week and then they're gone back, and some of them will go home and work hard and some of them will not. So then they come back to camp and it's a different story, right? It would be good if we can get them in camp for a couple of weeks where we can just work with them and bring them to the level that they should be at. At the present time, you know, we've had a couple of games and we've progressed in the games, and I don't want anybody to get too excited about that, you know, because it's still nothing compared to the teams that we're going to be facing, right? So although we've done well and the players are feeling good and the people at the JFF are pleased with our progress, we're still a long ways away. We're 5 weeks away from the tournament. So over the next 5 weeks, we really got to put the effort in and put some really good, honest to goodness time in so that we can get the result that we want to in the next 5 weeks.
All right, thank you, and enjoy the rest of the game.
Thank you very much.
All right. That was the assistant coach of the under-17 Reggae Boys team. So at the end of the first half, it is Ramona 2 and Molynes United 1.
An opportunity to lead here.
We are ready.
The rule is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude, and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears. Howell, Kenroy Howell, prolific scorer for Waterhouse, has the job to strike his team's first goal of the season, and it's in.
That's Gervin Brown, the former UWI man.
It's Gervin Brown with a strike. It's Howell. Left footed into the corner. Yes, Gervin Brown with a strike, former UWI man. And Benbow on the counter-attack from Mount Pleasant. Benbow tumbles over from the challenge from Simpson. Ball slits through there, the goalkeeper. Benbow over the top.
But look when it comes to him, ball played over the top. Offside, Ricardo Dennis was, but the flag didn't go up. Then it comes to Benbow, first touch, it rides up on him, and Purcell on him in a flash. He had to get rid of the ball quickly. And that's why the shot was harmless in the end. There's Purcell in his line of sight, closing him down.
Benbow, good pace. Still Benbow. Dennis with the effort from just outside the box.
To let that run, there's Campbell going to it, calling for it from Benbow. Gets the call from Ricardo Dennis.
And Marsh battled for the ball. Oh, Benbow does really well here. Wins a corner ball back and gets it. Touch onto the ball, but doesn't prevent Benbow from taking it. Benbow, multiple step overs from Benbow. Shot blocked from Isaacs. Benbow with the rebound.
Oh, this is Benbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Then look at this shot. That was struck with tremendous power on Brian Sharp.
Isaacs. Oh, beautiful turn by Benbow. Daniel Green over the top with the left-footed strike.
Turn from Benbow in midfield. Look at this. Leaves this man for dead. Orlando Brown slips Daniel Green in.
Manning. Benbow. Good pass forward, looking for Hodges. Parchment has seen the end of it.
For the turn and the shot. What a strike! Out of nowhere! Randy Smith! We have seen some spectacular goals here at the compound, but take a bow.
Well, time stood still. So did the Harborview goalkeeper. This is the throw from Osani Ricketts. One bounce, chest control, and bang! Opportunism at its best. Randy Smith. Cloovey only goes to fetch because he couldn't save. So here's the goal. That's the goal scorer, Randy Smith. It's a simple throw. One bounce onto his chest. He turns. Harvey gives him acres of space. And look at that. You couldn't make it up.
Morris. Now the shot take on. Randy Smith again. Well, he can do no wrong with the spectacular tonight here at the compound. The champions racing away. They lead by 2-0.
Isn't this beautiful? One with the left foot earlier, this one with the right. Takes a touch to set himself, and look at that. Curls it up and over. Morris wanted the call for a foul. Referee let the play run, and what a good thing he did. The ball running for Randy Smith, just took a touch to get it out of his feet so he could get the back lift. And really bent it through Clovis. Not a chance in goal.
Randy Smith had 2 brilliant goals in the first half. And it's the difference between these two teams. One with the left, the other with the right. And Christian Clovis, who has had a shaky game so far, really could have done nothing about the goals.
So you thought that gave him confidence, but from the evidence of that, that was poor by any standard. Then for the Randy Smith strike, I'm not going to be too hard on him. He expected his defenders to do their job. They didn't. And even if he was aware of that, he couldn't have kept it out. Was aware that Randy Smith was lining up that effort and could do nothing about it. And then...
And of course, he's the scorer of the 2 goals tonight. First with the left. It was a brilliant one. And then the other with the right. Here it is. Fabulous effort by Portmore's number 20. Not bad to open his campaign this season.
And Jabari Howell is on in his place tonight.
Just some freshen up in the midfield area, and that's where Harborview certainly won the battle tonight.
Lewis. Substitute Howell now gets in. Beckford gets there, but can't keep it in. Samuel to Nairn.
lot of attributes for the attacking plays.
Sean Fraser, his shot blocked. McGee trying to stab it forward to Peter Lee Battle. McGee with the effort, the keeper collects.
When you get yellow card? Yeah. Match start. Match almost start.
Someone's asking for the official. No? Normally we don't get it.
Change I make, Chris. Chris, change I make.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh. And let me see who this is. I'll show you. Hold on. Let's see.
So here's the start of the second half here. KSAFA Super League doubleheader action at the Constant Spring football field. And we saw that change being made. So Kamoy Phillips comes on and then Nicholas Walker comes off. His night is over. As we see Keith Wright surges forward and he is fouled. So it will be a free kick for Molynes United. So an opportunity early in the second half to maybe salvage something. I'm telling you, it was just neck and neck. And then just right at the end of the first half, Anderson presented with an opportunity. Now Mitch Wright presented with an opportunity. Oh, that was a clattering challenge there by one Tariq Wilson. So it will be a free kick for Ramona. And going into injury time in the Jamaica and El Salvador match, it is 0-0. So the first half injury time, it is Jamaica 0, El Salvador 0. As we see a free kick there taken by Desmond Watson, headed inside, still not dealt with properly. And Mitch Wright folds the Molynes United defender in the end, so it will be a free kick for Molynes United. Boston forward now for Ryan Brown. Desmond Watson clears. And that's a foul committed by Ryan Brown. Free kick for Ramona. And there's an appeal there by Andrew Pedler that he should have gotten a card. But the referee says just the foul and the free kick, no card. Boston forward, headed on. Defensive work there by Molynes United. And now they have possession once more. Sutherland sending that ball forward, trying to find Keith Wright. Chested by Andrew Pedler. But Molynes United have it once more. Fakibe Farquharson on the ball for Molynes United. Sends it for Sutherland. Almost intercepted, but they still retain possession. Tariq Wilson sends it to Sutherland. Sutherland over to Keith Wright. Keith Wright on the ball now for Molynes United. Sending that ball across. Finding his teammate. He is being challenged by Wayne Williams. Ball sent inside. That was high. Too much. Nobody able to latch on to that one. So it will be a goal kick for Ramona. Boston forward there, and PNI just turns back inside the 18-yard box smoothly and collects the ball. So reset. I normally say it's a reset button when the keeper collects the ball. Normally you get to reset the shape of your team. You see Michael Allen trying to latch on to that one. He's being challenged. And that one will be a goal kick. Shot there wide of the target as we see another substitution. And it's Patrick Shicklud. And it will be Tyreek Wilson. So Tyreek Wilson comes off and Patrick Shicklud comes on. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, headed on. Opportunity. And Molynes United still try to latch on, and it does regain possession. Sutherland. And a ball swung inside the 18-yard box. And the referee says no foul. And another strike at the ball, blocked by his own teammate. Wayne Williams now. His ball intercepted. And Molynes United press and press. And they are applying pressure. And they are actually fouled. And it will be a free kick for Molynes United. Opportunity now presented for the green and black outfit. And swung inside the 18-yard box. Not a bad ball in the end. Punched in the air by Pianite. And a shot there. Wide of the target. And that will be a goal kick for Ramona.
Finding Ryan Brown, who sends that ball across, trying to find Otis friend, but too much on it in the end. And now Ramona can chase, but too much by Matthew Bell. That one goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. Take it quickly. Ryan Brown on the ball now for Molynes United. His ball intercepted. Matthew Bell gives the ball away. And it is a foul. Will be
a free kick for Ramona now. Ball set inside the 18-yard box, headed on and into the back of the net once more. That is the third goal of the contest for Ramona and the fourth of the evening. So Ramona, they're leading now by 3-1, and the second for Mitch Wright in this contest. Again, a shot blocked, and no defender for Molynes United able to latch on to that one. But the first to it was the number 10, Mitch Wright, and he scores his second of the contest and the third for Ramona. So it is Ramona 3, Molynes United 1. Now an even bigger hill to climb for Molynes United. Shea Bogle to Pedler. Pedler sends that ball forward, and that one will go into touch, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. It will be taken by Damian Thomas. And that was a high boot by Mitch Wright. A free kick. And Patrick Shicklud will be taking this free kick. So you thought they could have easily gotten back in this game, Molynes United, and not to be. So far, at least, they were pressuring the defense of Ramona. And Ramona again coming out with the goods and the stuff to put the ball into the back of the net. Too much on that for Ryan Brown. And that ball sent it to touch, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. Gathered by the goalkeeper, Kenry Pianite, sending that ball across. Shea Bogle will try to latch on. And now it takes Keith Wright. Sends that ball forward for Farquharson, but defensive work there by Shea Bogle puts that one into touch, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. Almost 56 minutes gone in this encounter. Referee says it's a free kick. Taken quickly now for Kibi Farquharson. Sends that ball forward for Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown will try to strike. It's still Ryan Brown. And enough for Kibi Farquharson with the strike. That's a wayward strike at the end. That goes wide of the target. And referee says it's a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. Chance now for Molynes United to get back into the game once more. Opportunity presented. There is another substitution in the offing for Ramona. The man Duncan McKenzie makes his way, and Matthew Bell comes off. So Duncan McKenzie comes on and Matthew Bell comes off. The ball sent forward now. Mitch Wright is there. The referee says it's a foul. It will be a free kick for Molynes United. Take it quickly. Shaklood sends that ball forward. And now it is Ryan Brown. And he will try to strike this one. And the referee says it's another penalty. It's another penalty. And another opportunity to bring themselves back into the game. So a yellow card for the offender. So, opportunity now presented. And Ryan Brown would want to take this one, and he will. So Ryan Brown has the opportunity to peg one back for Molynes United. It's Brown versus Pianite. What will be the result? The referee just positioning everybody, just telling them to step back. This is where you should be. This is where you should go. This is where you should not be. And now stepping inside the 18-yard box. And still the referee opportunity to peg one back. Ryan Brown, and that's saved by the goalkeeper. And they're still 3-1 up. And look at the celebration. And I tell you, every minute the referee has to really signal that the keeper should get himself ready. I guess that was a distraction in the end, Brandon. So that distraction worked, and the keeper saves the penalty. And it's still 3-1 in favor of Molynes United. Sutherland sends that ball forward. Headed by Fakibi Farquharson. He does foul the player, and 2 of them are down. So it will be a free kick for Ramona. Just to remind you, the end of the first half, Jamaica and El Salvador. They are locked at 0-0. And just to give you the result of the previous game, Constant Spring, they drew 1-1. They drew 1-1 with Med Forest. So that match we featured at 6:30. So for all the persons who were wondering how the match finished, there's your answer. It was 1-1. So the Ramona, that player was taken off of the field momentarily. So free kick for Ramona. Headed out. Now it's with Keith Wright. His ball intercepted by Shea Bogle, sending that ball forward. Hopefully, Damian Anderson would have reached it. And that hope was successfully denied by Med Forest. Now it is Ryan Brown. He has some pace on him, this guy. And that ball was sent into touch. And it will be a throw to Molynes United. Sent quickly. Intercepted. Possession now with Ramona. And Duncan McKenzie on the ball now. The substitute sends that ball forward. And turning. But intercepted, and they do regain possession once more. Mitch Wright couldn't latch on to that one. And now Patrick Seclude on the ball for Molynes United, who sends that ball across for Akeem Stewart. Akeem Stewart sends that ball further up. His ball intercepted. Wayne Williams, his ball taken away from him. And they can go forward now, Molynes United. Turns back and finds his counterpart. Defensive work there by Ramona. Goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. So another substitution in the offing for Molynes United. And it will be a Rain Ferguson. He comes on. We're just going to find out who comes off for Molynes United in a second, but it is a throw. Intercepted. And Phillips tried to latch on. And now a shot by Sutherland. High off the target. Way over the bar. And that one goes behind for a goal kick for Ramona. Nobody back for Molynes United, and not even the last man. He's in the attacking half of the field, based on where he's kicking from right to left. So a member just being tended to. It seems to be Otis' friend that was taken care of. Headed out. Damian Anderson will try to latch on. Headed on by Sutherland. Fakibi Farquharson with a strike. Straight into the gloves of Pianite. Thrown quickly for Damian Anderson. Anderson now hounded by two players. And sent forward by Andrew Pedler. Now it is with Ramona on the other side, on the left. And a missed kick there. And he was unable to latch on to that one. Molynes United headed out now by Andrew Pedler. Pedler now on the ball. Gets by out his friend. Sends that one across. Wayne Williams. Still Wayne Williams. And he was taken off the ball momentarily illegally. But the referee says play on. Mitch Wright. His ball headed on. And it will be a throw. Shea Bogle to take the throw. He does. Tries to find Damian Anderson. Flicks over the head of Damian Anderson. Hakeem Stewart. And the referee says it's actually not a throw. It's a high boot by Damian Anderson. So it will be a free kick for Molynes United. Almost 69 minutes gone in this contest. Just over 21 minutes left. And they're behind by 2 goals, Molynes United. 3 goals to 1. 2 of them scored by Mitch Wright. Now Michael Allen on the ball, surges forward. And he is clipped. And he will be booked. So Hakeem Stewart gets into the books of the referee. And he receives a yellow card. And so just to give you an update, in the 54th minute, El Salvador, they're leading by a goal to nil against Jamaica. So El Salvador, they have scored, and they're leading Jamaica by a goal to nil. So just to give you some updates, and that has been the score so far. So there's finally been there's still a little tussle going on there between Ramona and Molynes United, and the players pulling each other away, and Win Williams being the person being pulled away now, singly for Ramona. He's singled out, but it will be a free kick for Ramona. Show must go on. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, headed on, and just tipping that one over the bar, and it will be a corner. Opportunity for Ramona to go even further up. So, not the best result so far, as we see there's going to be another substitution. Otis Friend comes off. And Peter Green comes on. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box. Met no one for Ramona. They still have possession, however. And Mitch was offside, so I'm not sure as to why they wanted to send that forward for Mitch Wright. And the foul there by Shea Bogle, so it will be a free kick for Molynes United. 72 minutes gone in this encounter. 18 minutes left for Molynes United to get at least a point here. And that was a slap in the face. And Ryan Reed rolls on the floor. And a yellow card received. And it will be Andrew Pedler that gets the yellow card. And tensions are high in this encounter. So free kick for Molynes United. And I tell you, based on the replay, it was his motion after. You know, he kicked the ball. Yes, he got all the ball, but swung his hand and hit Ryan Brown in the face. So that's why Andrew Pedler got the yellow card. Just can't do that. That's not a normal motion, as we see a ball sent forward for Duncan McKenzie. And Shea is sprinting inside the 18-yard box. He will be challenged. Oh, he gets by Akeem Stewart pretty easy. Ball swung inside and couldn't latch on to that one. Damian Anderson could have gotten a brace as well. And it couldn't latch on to that one, Damian Anderson. And Duncan McKenzie did so much work to get that ball inside the 18-yard box and couldn't latch on to it, Damian Anderson. And Ramona had a golden opportunity. Ball sent forward now for Ryan Brown. And now they are presented with an opportunity. And defensive work there by Michael Allen. And it goes behind for a corner. Opportunity presented now for Molynes United. And they have an opportunity to at least peg one back. And if they do now, then it will be game on. .74.5 minutes gone. 15.5 minutes left in this contest. It's still Ramona 3, Molynes United 1. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, headed out. Keith Wright now on the ball. He's been hounded by two players. And that is a foul all day. Ball sent forward now. Frankson challenges Duncan McKenzie in the air. Ramona now has possession. And Damian Anderson will try to latch on, headed out by Akeem Stewart. And now Ramona jostle for possession once more. Tariq Sutherland takes the Ramona player off the ball. And ball sent forward now, trying to find Ryan Brown. And that ball now goes into touch, and it will be a throw. Defensive work there by Desmond Watson. Almost 76 and a half minutes gone in this contest. And there will be another substitution in the offing. And Joshua Campbell will make his way onto the field. .25 as the first assistant calls. And it's Wayne Williams that will make his way off the field. So Wayne Williams comes off, and Joshua Campbell comes on. And Wayne Williams, his night is over. Joshua Campbell, his night has just started. Albeit just under 13 minutes. Damian Anderson on the ball now. Joshua Campbell, the substitute. He shields the player. Andrew Pedler sends that ball forward for Shea Bogle. Shea Bogle down to Joshua Campbell. Campbell hounded now, and he gets by the defender. And Mitch Wright, he is fouled. There will be a free kick. Joshua Campbell inside the center circle. He's been hounded, and he was fouled by Sergina Frankson. And the referee says no foul on Shea Bogle. Patrick Shacloud, he's taken off his ball by Shea Bogle. Shea Bogle sends that one inside, trying to find Mitch Wright. He regains possession for Ramona. Ball swung inside, collected by Lewis. Rolled quickly for Peter Green. Ball goes into touch, and it will be a throw. Take it quickly. Akeem Stewart back to Peter Green now. Peter Green looking for a pass. And now it's back with Akeem Stewart. And Ryan Reed sends that one into touch, and it will be a throw to Ramona. 80 minutes gone in this contest. 10 minutes now for Molynes United to salvage something. If this score stays like this, Ramona will just be 1 point off the top of the table. 2 matches left. Doesn't get better than this, people. Does not get better than this. This is some exciting days heading into the knockout round. And remember, 1 leg. It's only 1 leg, not 2. And there was an appeal for a penalty. Referee says no. Opportunity presented to peg one back for Molynes United. Ball swung inside the 18-yard box, headed on. Defensive work had to be done. The referee says it's a handled ball. So it will be a free kick for Ramona. Boston forward, down by Sutherland. Referee just in the way a little bit. And still a battle in the air between Ramona and Molynes United, but settle down. Now it's with Peter Green. Green sends that ball across for Akeem Stewart. Akeem Stewart surges forward. And he will send that one inside the 18-yard box and does. Collected by Pianite. Peter Green now on the ball, sends that ball forward for Ryan Brown. Brown chips that ball inside the 18-yard box, headed on. And offside call. So free kick for Ramona. Inching closer and closer to the 90 minutes. George Pinnock sends that ball forward and intercepted by Peter Green. Peter Green on the ball now, sends it forward. And Molynes United still have possession. Now it's with Peter Green once more. Green sends that ball inside, tried to fight Shaklood. Headed out by Bogle. And sent forward. Just calmly turns away from Brown. But it is with Damian Thomas. Sends that ball across for Keith Wright. Keith Wright will try to send that one inside the 18-yard box. Meets the chest of Pedler. And now it's with Frankson. Frankson, the skipper. Turning and looking for a pass. Finds Peter Green. Green now. Sends that ball forward for Akeem Stewart. Ball set inside. Headed on. Over the crossbar. Goal kick for Ramona. And another opportunity. Boston forward. Challenge in the air. Peter Green sends that one across, trying to find Keith Wright, intercepted by Shea Bogle. Now it's with Tyreek Sutherland. Sutherland sends forward. And now it's with Keith Wright. They can peg one back here, but collected by Pianite once more. Almost 85 minutes gone. Just over 5 minutes left in this contest. And a brace by Mitch Wright. And a goal scored by Damian Anderson. Difference maker here. They had two opportunities. One was converted and one wasn't. And those were two penalties, Molynes United. And so they're still stuck at 1, while Ramona have progressed to 3. Peter Green now on the ball, just gliding forward. And he will try to take the shot. No, he loves that ball and attempted to find Patrick Shaklood. And that goes behind, and it will be a goal kick for Ramona. So this is Damian Anderson and Kenry Pianite that's on the floor. Pianite is up, and now Damian Anderson is up.
One was Jamaican, one was El Salvador. Huh? One parent was. I'm not sure, but when I ties to El Salvador, I think the lineage comes from. I know that's her lineage.
So both players treated, and they're okay. So just over 2 minutes to go in this contest. Ramona, you would think, would secure 3 points now and go second place. And that was a clattering challenge there for Damian Thomas. And based on what I saw a while ago and his face expression, kicked him the first time actually, and he stayed on his feet and then did not play the ball any at all. I'm surprised that the referee didn't show him the red card. That was, to me, a straight red. That was a very, very reckless challenge, and he's still on the floor holding his hip. That was a very serious challenge, and so the bench is now getting into it. And I'm still not sure. I'm dumbfounded as to why the referee didn't give a red card there. That was a very cluttering challenge, very, very reckless, very dangerous, and he did not have any intent of playing the ball based on what he said, how he reacted, and what his face expression was after the challenge, because he did it once, and you would think that, okay, that was maybe an accident. He wanted to play the ball, and it just rolled on, and then saw the player and just kicked him again. Surprised that the referee didn't give him a red card, but it is a card in the end. 3 minutes of added time, the referee says. And it's being corrected. It's 4. Keith right now sends that ball up, and that's a free kick for Ramona. And Ryan Brown just helping his opponent up. And that's Michael Allen that got that challenge. So a free kick for Ramona. Ball sent up by Desmond Watson, trying to find Damian Anderson. Headed on. George Pinnock. And now it's with Keith Wright. Frankson, no. The skipper sends that ball forward. That intercepted now by Phillips. Goes into touch, and it will be a throw for Molynes United. And there's a player down again on the field for Ramona. And that was a clattering challenge again. And Frankson goes into the books. What is going on at the end of the contest here? Very intense matchup. I don't think that was a red card because there was no intent there to injure the player. He wanted to play the ball. It was a 50-50 challenge. As we see the replay here once more, it was a 50-50 challenge in my opinion. And that step in, yes, it warrants a yellow, it warrants a card, but I don't think it would be a red card because there was intent to play the ball because he wanted to block the player from sending that ball forward. I don't think it's a red card, but it's a card in my opinion. It's a card nonetheless. I would have been surprised if the referee didn't give him a card. But I did think it was a yellow card, in my opinion. Ball sent forward now. Akeem Stewart now on the ball. And there was a swing there by Michael Allen. And that is the end of that. 2 goals scored by Mitch Wright. 1 converted by Damian Anderson. And a penalty converted and saved by Molynes United. So at the end of 90 minutes, the contest is over. And Molynes United, they got defeated by Ramona by 3 goals to 1. Stay tuned. We'll have post-game interview.
We are ready.
The rule is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players and they have really good attitude and you get your money's worth.
This match has turned up several gears.
Right, yeah. Hurry up. Come, we know them are like coaches do this. Yeah, right. Them are like what we're going to interview. Mitch. Run, come. Interview. Run, come. Quick. I will come, man. Step it up. Which way will it be? Okay? No. In the sky. Alright, come in and turn it up in the sky. Alright, you can reach up there? I'm going to call my rocket, brother. Your rocket, brother. Alright, just go ahead. Just go ahead. It's live, though? Yeah, just go. There's no audio, though. Okay. You ready? Yep. Ready?
Post-game interview here, and I'm here with the man that scored 2 goals today. Mitch Wright, how are you feeling, sir?
Feeling great. Training really paid off, and the team we really pushed for this win. We needed this win because we need to stay in the top. Because if we are to win this league, because we really want to go to Premier League, winning this league already, I know what it takes. So I know that the team dug deep for this one, and it was really a hard-fought game.
Coming into this contest, you guys had 13 points, 4 behind Barbican. You're now just 1 point behind them with 2 games left. How important are these 2 games for your team?
Very important. One of those 2 games is Barbican, and we need to win because winning that game puts us at a better advantage going to the quarterfinals. And we hope to go straight all the way. We hope to for the playoffs, and we hope to go straight in the Premier League. We hope for the very first Monday night game.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, so we have another coach that this way. Another coach that shows a lot of emotions a lot of times in this game. How are you doing, Mr. Lila?
Actually, Miller, Jeremy, yeah.
All right, so Mr. Miller, as I said, we normally see that you express a lot of emotion. What does this journey for Real Mona mean to you as a coach?
Well, it means everything, you know. I mean, once you play in the game, you're coaching, I mean, this is what you do it for. To come to this level, to try and reach to the next level. So it's just the love and the passion for it. Been to the finals the last 2 years, and we told the guys we have to get back there, and that's the aim. That's what we're fighting for.
All right. How do you think the team performed today, and what went right for Ramona?
Personally, I think this is our best performance to date, especially since our top players, about 3 of our top players were injured or out. So a lot of the guys that were on the field today, it's actually their first game. So to come on this stage against a team that we know they were gunning for us, to come and put out that kind of performance, I mean, it speaks volumes, and we're very proud.
All right, just wrapping up here. Tell me about the performance this season from a schoolboy football player in Jordan Petrikin. I speak a lot about the schoolboy football players. Tell me, how has he been? How has he contributed to the team, Jordan Petrikin?
Well, he's a big contributor. I mean, if you say he's probably started every game, played the entire game, every game. So he's a major part of what we do. It was unfortunate that he couldn't be with us tonight, but we hope to have him back for our next match.
All right, how confident are you guys heading into the playoffs? I mean, yes, there's a chance that you will get top spot in this zone, but how prepared are you guys for the playoffs in a couple of weeks?
It's a work in progress. We still have some more time to fine-tune some things, but once we get there, we're pretty confident that we can go all the way.
All right, thank you, and good luck in the other 2 games.
Thank you very much.
All right, that was Mr. Miller, and he's a part of the coaching staff for Real Mona. So at the end of 90 minutes, the score reads Real Mona 3 and Molynes United 1. So they're just 1 point adrift the top against the main people, Barbican. So you don't want to miss the last 2 games of the season. Also, don't forget tomorrow exclusively on the website and our mobile app, it's Red Stripe Premier League action. Mount Pleasant versus UWI. Cavaliers versus Arnett. You don't want to miss it. So it's so long. Farewell on behalf of myself, Christopher Scott, the man in charge, Brandon Carvalho, and the cameraman, General Powell. So long. See you from Constance.
And we are ready.
The role is to continue to drive for the development of the game here. Although players are selected from clubs abroad, they were developed in the league.
They're really quality players, and they have really good attitude, and you get your money's worth.